when we get into the central bank digital currencies, we've got some updates on this coming from the Bank of International Settlements. We're just going to call it BIZ for short. Bank of International Settlements. They worked with 4 central banks to complete a pilot program of real value transactions on cross-border central bank digital currency platforms.
No idea what you're saying right now.
To make this easier for everybody, the BIZ and 4 central banks were working on a program to test real money transferring on a central bank digital currency platform between different countries. That's what they were working on. This is exactly what you think it is. This is the formation of the one world economy that we know in Revelation is going to happen. Those 4 central banks were Hong Kong, one in mainland China, Thailand, which a couple months ago we talked about how Thailand is ready to go there. But Hong Kong, mainland China, Thailand, and the UAE. Shocking, right? Not at all. This platform is called the M-Bridge platform. And what they did is they tested 164 payments worth $22 million. All of it worked flawlessly from what they're reporting. It's all working perfectly fine. Now, this will work in tandem with 2 other projects that they're working on. Project Aurum, Aurum, A-U-R-U-M. That's the best I got. And yeah, you can't make this up. Project Genesis 2.0. Getting biblical with it.
It's got to be biblical.
Now, keep in mind, there are 2 types of central bank digital currencies. There's the wholesale, which is the bank-to-bank stuff. That's what this pilot program they were testing. That's what that is. Then there's the retail version, which is for us. Our everyday, we walk into a store and buy something. Something that they can fully control. It's programmable. And if they don't want you buying something, if they want to shut off your money, they can do it. That's the retail version. Now, Project Aurum, I'm just going to pronounce it Aurum, is the retail central bank digital currency. It's a connector of the wholesale interbank system and the retail e-wallet. This is the Project Aurum is the connection that brings retail and wholesale central bank digital currencies together in one flawless transaction. It establishes 2 types of retail tokens: intermediated central bank digital currencies, which I'm not fully, I don't have full information on what that is exactly. But then the other one is central bank digital currency backed stable coins. Central bank digital currencies held in which is basically central bank digital currencies held in the interbank wholesale. So it's basically stablecoin. You know how it's how it's supposed to happen, where all of our regular money is supposed to be backed by gold? Well, what they're doing is the wholesale stable coins in the interbank system are going to be the backing for the retail coins. So it's, hopefully that makes sense. I don't really have, it all makes sense in my head. Sometimes I have a hard time explaining it to you, but it's going to be the backed currency for the retail stuff. That's what that is. Then we've got Project Genesis 2.0. This one is kind of confirming what I've been believing all along, which I believe the one world currency is going to be the carbon credit system. That's what this is a part of. Project Genesis 2.0 is green finance. It's tokenized green bonds with carbon can't even read my own handwriting.
You've got terrible handwriting.
With carbon credit interest. It's basically a currency, it's backing the current central bank digital currencies with these carbon credits. That's what this is. Using blockchain and the Internet of Things. I told you it's wrapped up in everything. A prototype of a carbon credit recognized by national and international verification systems. There's your one world. Is being built to fit the Paris Agreement. That famous Paris Agreement that we've heard about every some odd years or whatever. This is playing a part into the carbon credit system on this. These credits are tracked and automatically delivered via the Internet of Things devices that identify the source. These things will be automatically issued or withdrawn based on your Internet of Things devices. That's your phones, that's your digital ID stuff, that's your computers. That will be the mark of the beast. These things will be issued automatically to all of these devices. It's going to keep track of everything that is happening. The first prototype was created by, and I told you guys when we were talking about Sunak and how he's fully on with the push of central bank digital currencies and everything. I told you I was going to bring it right back around. The first prototype was created by Allenfra, Digital Asset, and Goldman Sachs. Who was one of the main guys at Goldman Sachs who has been pushing and leading the charge for the central bank digital currency? That would be Mr. Sunak. This Project Genesis, this carbon credit central bank digital currency thing and all that stuff, this is his project. He was fully wrapped up in this. I mean, I don't know what else to say on that. Like I said, I'm just the more I look into this carbon credit system. If you guys don't know about the carbon credit system, go on my channel, and there is a Wretched Airwave where it's called Your Carbon Footprint, a New Currency. If you have not listened to that yet, and you don't know what I'm talking about, you want to know more about this, listen to that. That thing is probably one of the most important videos that I've put out, because the more I look into this, the more I believe that this carbon credit system is going to be that one world currency. Because it doesn't matter how they're planning this, how they're building this system. It does not matter if you have 500 different currencies out in the world. They're going to attach the carbon credit system to every single one of them, and it will work internationally. It doesn't matter where you're at, what currency you have, and it is going to control if you can spend that currency or not. That thing it's attached to everything currency out there, and it's amazing how the further I look into central bank digital currencies, the more I look into cryptocurrency, the more I look into what this economy is coming and how it's being built, the more I find carbon credit system. That thing, that word, that name, that tag, whatever you want to call it, is attached to every single part of the coming economy. It's just beyond incredible how connected that is. And again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you definitively that is going to be it. We can't do that. There's still so much unknown, and we just have to watch and see what's going to happen. I can't do that. But the more I look into it, the more I really am under the belief that thing is going to be it. It's just, it's too perfect for what they want. It controls everything. It can be attached to everything. And literally, if you've got, say, $500 million in your account, but you use all your carbon credits, that money's worthless. Doesn't mean anything. I don't know. It's crazy. And then you look at the systems that they're testing right now. It's coming. And it's a lot closer than people think. I mean, they are ready to go. Some of these places, I think it's Turkey's one. I think there's 3 countries that have already announced that they are officially launching a central bank digital currency next year. We know there's going to be more, but those are the 3 that I've seen recently that have announced next year it's coming. I think Turkey's one. I can't remember the other ones. I apologize. There's just as more goes in, more goes out. But it's coming a lot quicker than people think. And when you look at how close they are with that, you realize how close it is for the giant financial collapse to take place, to happen. So,
Hey, can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? The things?